Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Excuse my voice. We got to get it together here. But I wanted to do two topics today. First of all, the first topic will be acknowledge your feelings, and then the second one would be talking about how to acknowledge the death of your loved one is still here. Now, we're just going to put them all together. Y'all know me, we random. So, the thing about it is that our loved ones, we, first of all, if you have lost someone, I am so sorry for your loss. And I definitely know how it feels to lose someone that you truly love. Um, First off, there ain't no such thing as how to get over. Because you're not going to get over your death of the loved one. Some people, they just so careless. They ain't got no hearts. They careless care bears. So they get tired of hearing you talk about death. They get tired of hearing you with them stories. If someone does not want to hear that, then you need to find someone that will hear you. And that is go get some professional help when it comes to stuff like that, because you're not going to get over a death of a loved one. You're not going to move on from the death of a loved one. Um, and that is something that I just want to let off my chest. Whoo, hallelujah. Whoo, you not. And if somebody done told you, yeah, you're going to get over it. You're going to move on. No, you're not. But you need to release it. And you need to know that they are in your heart. And they will always be there for you, even when you think that, hmm, even when you think that they're not, they will always be there for you. When I lost my father and he died right in front of me, that was definitely a mess. And it's still a mess because there's still some type of research that everybody's trying to do, but it ain't nothing to research because God took him home. I'm gonna say this. Most death of the loved ones, they visit you, okay? And you will see them in your dreams. I done seen my daddy too much to the point where I was like, okay, I can't even be sad because my daddy is visiting me like crazy. When I read the Bible the other day and it said a father never leaves their child behind. Think about it. A loved one never leaves their child behind in general. Some of them, the only time they had left if they died, but they didn't leave you. Because all of this stuff does not go with you. Your soul does. So the soul travels everywhere still. So they're still here. Everybody is still here. Nobody left. They body ain't here, so you ain't gonna able to be talking to the body, but the spirit person, the soul is still here. So when you're thinking that they are gone, they're staring at you. Their soul is right there. You're calling on their soul. And that's the reason why I was able to see my dad in my dreams almost every night. Because I'm calling on his soul. I'm believing that, I'm waiting to go to bed to see my daddy. So every time I'm like, daddy, daddy, daddy. So my daddy comes so much where God's just like, I'm going to grant her this. Because God will allow you to see your loved ones in your dreams. A lot of people would say it's very rare you'll see a death of a loved one in a dream. Well, those theories are not true. Some things you gotta just see for yourself and do a lot of research about your loved ones. I did all my research. I am definitely different and I love it. And I love the fact that I am a leader. So it's kind of difficult to talk to me. I am difficult to talk to because my brain don't function with words. So I have to go to professional help. I noticed ever since I seeked the professional help when it came to the death of a loved one. Oh my God. And I was in a group, so I wasn't alone. There was a lot of people there in this group counseling. So it wasn't no solo counsel. I was in a group one. So when I went in the group one, I heard everybody, and I was on that ground up in that counseling place. But guess what? A lot of people loved what I was telling them was going on, and they said they hope that I get old, that I get better. You know what I'm saying? Because getting over something, you can't get over. My father raised me. He stayed with me my whole entire life. He literally, man, my dad, I was daddy's little girl. He didn't look at no type of images but his daughter. He knew his daughter was crazy. He knew she was crazy. But he didn't see nothing but his daughter. When I got pregnant at a young age, he didn't see nothing but his daughter. When I was out there doing what I was doing, he didn't see nothing but his daughter. He remained solid in my life. So do you think that I'm just going to get over somebody that remains solid like that? You don't rarely find someone that remains solid like that in your life. Very rare. And this is what I carry. I carry my father with me. My father is my friend. Because he is. He was really my friend. He would take me to the bad places. And he would take me to the good places. All he know is he knew where I was at, and he would be sitting right outside that door to make sure I got out safely. He was my heart. He was my everything. He was my Papa Bear. He was my best friend. And a lot of people got so annoyed, but that's because they don't understand. Because they never had someone that close. Some people, they will try to help you the best way they can, but you have to be careful about it when it comes to death of a loved one. Because when you're grieving and you're hearing, get over it. Everybody gonna die one day. No, that is not that is not where you need to be. You need to be in some professional help. Because when I got in professional help, oh my, I'm telling you right now, I don't care. When it comes to death, you need more than Haba Shaba Bay. Okay? Well, I am not, and it says it in his word. Seek counsel, go to your advisors. He's already saying this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I need more than Haba Shaba Boo Ba Ba Ba. Because it takes me some time. That's why I said I am so different. Because I'm more of a relationship than throwing off all types of scriptures. Ah, hallelujah. No, no. That is not me. I'm the type of person who will talk to you about the situation and help you. I'm not going to throw off all that because I know how it feels. And he says it in his word that it's a time to be happy and it's a time to be sad. A lot of people, when they see someone sad, they're expecting them to get over it on their time. Unfortunately, it's not all about them. They just annoyed to hear this person cry about their loved one. Some people could get annoyed with you talking about the same thing. If they're annoyed or they seem not to even care, you need to get away from them, unfortunately, because you need caring people. You need people who's not going to cut you off. If they're cutting you off, no. You don't need people who's going to cut you off. You don't need people who's not going to let you speak. You know what I'm saying? Because they're thinking you want answers, but you really just want someone to be there for you. Just like you were there for them. When they had their downfalls in their lives, you were there for them. So they should be there for you, but they don't know how. They just know when they going through the things and they going through themselves, they want to make sure all of them okay. But when it comes to you, they don't acknowledge that. And if they don't, that is the wrong old crowd. Everything that I'm telling you is stuff that I experienced. When I lost my father, I lost my whole entire mind. This is somebody who raised me, so you telling me that I'm supposed to, oh, well, you ain't no baby. I don't care. This is somebody who raised me. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to take me some time too. But the thing is, I had enough time to spend. And that's where I want people to understand here. That you had more than enough time to spend with your loved one, and God took them away so they won't suffer on this earth anymore. Sometimes he takes them because he doesn't want them to suffer. Some people are in guilt. That's because the momentums, they didn't spend the moments with them. People be crying for reasons. I cried because I miss my daddy. I was spoiled, and my daddy gone. So I'm sitting here like, oh no, And I was about to jump up in the coffin with my daddy because they had me all the way messed up. So when my dad died, it killed me, and it took me some time. I could not be around the familiar. I couldn't be around nobody really because unfortunately they could not help me. And it took my little daughter. It took my daughter, my oldest child, to act outrageous for me to finally go to counseling last year. And when I finally went, remind you, this is great courage, okay? Because when I went to the counseling, I had fraud. Somebody fraud me, okay? And they took my information when I saw the letter on my door. They took my information and they never gave me the counsel or the help that I needed. So them peoples was calling me all the time and saying I had medicine and all that stuff, but they never came and got me. So I was grieving over that because I really needed the help still. My mind wasn't set on anything, success or nothing, because I really still needed the help. But when I went, I was challenged. I put my daughter in counseling, and the lady was so good, and she started counseling me too to make me think about maybe I should do this. So I ended up going by myself group counseling, which was really amazing. And then I took my group counselor advice because she said I still needed to go get more help. I went to it, and then the lady there, she was so funny. I had my solo counsel, and she said, "You're already healthy." And so I left from that, and then I ended up me and my daughters ended up going to family counseling. And that's when, Miss Tiffany, that's the counselor name, said, man, pretty soon I'm just going to let you guys go. Because she really seen that I was doing really good with my girls. And, for me to be death of the loved ones in your eyes, we happy that I ain't psycho. You know what I'm saying? Ain't walking around here with no chambers. Because, whoo, Lord Jesus, you see some death in your eyes. This is a whole nother level. So everybody don't understand that. And if they tell you they understand or it happened to them, you still in your mind ain't listening to nobody. But the fact that you're definitely selfish when it comes to your loved one, you gonna be selfish, because that's how I was. I was like, oh, I don't want to hear nothing all y'all saying. My daddy gone and I'm gonna go crazy, because if daddy ain't here, daddy already know I'm crazy and I'm about to blow up all of us. Because my daddy know me. I'm about to blow us up. But I became a big girl. And the big girl ended up going to get the help that she needed so that she won't shoot and blow up everybody. Because she crazy. She crazy without her daddy. That was a medicine. So her medicine is gone. She done gone crazy without a prescription. And so I still made it though, through it. You know, I made it through the death. And I always wanted to do my little talk show. I always wanted to kind of help other people and give them the knowledge and wisdom that was taught to me. But I had to be ready for this, you know. I had to be ready for the blog. I had to be ready for all this. I was challenged during the time of grief. Everybody wanted me to still talk, but I couldn't do that at the moment because I knew that I would break down, and sometimes I do break down on here, but I knew that I was not going to feel happy about talking about somebody that truly was my partner, you know, because everybody know how I felt about my daddy. And so when they saw it on my Facebook page about my dad dying, they like, oh wow, we gonna die. Look, she gonna kill all of us. But I did not. I didn't hurt nobody. You know, um, some people, you know, during the time of grief, which you got to be careful with, they will try to use you during it because you're so vulnerable, you know, and I'm fatherless now. I'm fatherless. I don't have my father. And so I know for me, I try to encourage the young men to be fathers to their children because here I am, a adult baby missing my dad, you know, and I just really wanted to encourage the young. I always wanted to encourage the young man, but young men, they looking at a woman and they're like, I ain't about to be listening to her. But I really wish that these young men will understand their titles that they have and understand that they are fathers and they can take care of their children and you know they can be fathers, they can do it, and you know they don't have to be running around and wasting time because I don't know what's worse, you being on earth or you being dead. And so for me, I always try my best to encourage the fathers because I love men. I love men. I was raised by men. So I'm a little bit more different when it comes to me seeing, you know, half the men I knew, they're on drugs, they're letting themselves go. I mean, when I was in the group counseling, there was nothing but men. So let me tell you, it was more men than women in a counseling place. So I know for me, when it comes to men, I'm really, I really just love them. And I want them to know that there's a lot of people who think about you guys too. It's not always about, oh, that gotta go. Yeah, I know us women crazy, but I'm a different type of breed. And, you know, I was raised around man because I never gotten a chance to really play with my sister. She passed away as well. I never got the chance to even meet her. So when she died, my mama ended up having me, and then she ended up having my little brother. And so we had a lot of deaths in our family. My grandmother, my uncle, and a lot of people were just dying off. But in this, I always been glued into men because I was raised by him. I was raised by him. So when I see these younger men out here on drugs or them just letting themselves go and making a lot of excuses, in my mind, I'm like, why are you doing all that? That ain't no excuse. And then I tell them about my story about my dad. My dad was a hard-working man and he made sure he took care of all of us. He took me and my children in. And then I remember when I got my place, He still said if I wanted to come back home, I can. My dad was at my house every day. He died at my apartment. You know what I'm saying? But I moved out of that apartment he died in, and I got a new one. But it's the same complex. So I'm in the same complex my daddy passed away at. So imagine that. A lot of people would say that's definitely wow. And my daughter sometimes they want to go past the place and walk over there, because he died over here. So I just wanted to let you guys know from experience, if you are a father, you should take care of your babies. Stop having those insecurities of you cannot do it. Sometimes when we think that we can't do things, we can. And another thing is wear protection. If you're really not ready for a child, wear protection. Because what happens is when you're making all these babies and you got them all in the earth and you're not there, you're talking about you missed out on birthdays. You miss out on their first walks. You're missing out on sometimes their birth date. You're missing out on a lot of things in their lives. And you're out there just enjoying your life. You should have thought about that when you didn't wrap it up. And I really always think about these fathers because I miss my dad. And when my daddy died in front of my eyes, now I can smile, but back then I was not smiling. I was gone because I'm seeing the dead person every day of my life in front of me, in my eyes. You don't know how that feels, witnessing death. Okay, and I witnessed it. I saw it. And my daughters were with me. His granddaughters saw this too. But they're so energetic, and they just running around like crazy. But at the end of the day, it still put some harm into our hearts. It hurt us, and we didn't get the enough support that we need, but we had gotten God's support. Somebody ran out there and got it. And I sat at home every day just writing my life away. And then I ran. I ran to get my counseling. I was all on bus. I didn't let nobody stop me. I quit things that I didn't need to be in at the moment because my mind was not there. I could not deal with anybody's words or jokes or mouths. I couldn't deal with that. I had to really move away from anything that is going to cause it to get worse. And it was something about protection yourself when it comes to grief, because when people are joking around or you can't hear all that because it's not funny. And you have to find a great mentor that could help you with what you're feeling. And only your brain knows what's good for you and what's not. Your brain will show you that. And my brain was so intense. It was going through some things to where nobody couldn't really talk to her. I couldn't even talk to her because I tried my self-counseling and she like, hell no. She couldn't do it. And so when I went to the group counseling and I saw all that on the board, she could do it. She loved education. And something about the brain when it comes to educating myself, it was really amazing. And when I got the help and I applied it, it was the best thing that I ever did in my entire life. I really loved my father and I loved everybody behind that. But when they started acting funny and strange, that too, during grief, death will show you, oh my God, death will show the true out of people. So when they was at everybody acting all funny and acting weird, and it was just getting so sickening That's because they were hurt, so it was getting so sick. So I just moved away from my whole entire family. I just left. And when they saw that, they knew the end of the world then, because baby girl removed herself from us. Okay, what in the world going on? Baby girl ain't even speaking and she talks. Oh, hallelujah. That's because I had to move. I had to do what's best for me, not for them. I had to make my own dreams come true, not theirs dreams come true. I had to do what I always wanted to do, and it was to live my life. I probably wouldn't be so far in life right now if I was holding on to everybody. Ever since I let all this stuff released it to God, I've been blessed. I released a lot of people to him. Even the people that hated me. There was people during the grieving stage. They hated me. And they were smiling in my face, but they hated me. And so I don't know what's worse. People smiling in your face and they know they don't like you. You got to be careful because they will put you in harm's way during grief. And I was put in harm's way. I was getting worse. I was getting horrible because I even was dating someone that I truly thought was good during grief. And I found out about this person and he started coming for me. He was hating badly. But I had to make up my mind. But I had to go get professional help because I wasn't going to leave this person because I was wounded. You're not going to leave someone when you're grieving because you already had people lost. You witnessed death in your eyes, okay? And then somebody, you don't know what to do. So even though you sound so funny, keep taking this person back. You sound so hilarious. But the funny part is, it's not funny. You got to go get help. You're not going to leave unless you go seek the right help. And when I went to go get the professional help, and I used what I learned there on this person so that I can move on. Woo! God is so good. I let him go. I let him go. I released him. It took me a whole year. I was waiting on this person to change. I was waiting. And I would sit there and just be like, okay, I'm going to keep taking them back. And I ain't going nowhere because that's how I was with people. I would keep taking you back. I would keep letting you into my life. I would keep on having you come into my life. Even though you hurt me, you smack me around, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm remaining solid. But God will never put me in a position where I'm in harm's way. So God said, whoa. He pulled me and he said, no, no, no. And I kept hearing him. No, 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 no. And then one day, when my daughter started acting up, it had to happen because she saved her mama life. When she started acting up, I went to go to the counseling place. And the people started saying, yeah, maybe you should get in here. And I told them, I said, I had fraud and I had all this stuff. People took my information and I don't want to do this. No, because I don't want to I know I need the help. And then all of a sudden, I'm hearing God said, go. I'm hearing this. And I'm like, so I ended up going and look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I was in hell with people because they were so mad because I finally said no. They were so mad because I said, you cannot use me. And even though I was grieving, I was not stupid. I had knowledge in my head. And a lot of people would play me when it came to them helping me. And they'd forgotten all about that I helped them. So I acknowledged it. And the lady told me, acknowledge your feelings, acknowledge your feelings. If these people walk out on your life, tell them I'll miss you, but I'll take care of myself. She continued to just talk to me wisdom and wisdom, acknowledge and understanding. And even my mentor Rita told me, you have so much potential. I don't get why you're not using it. So a lot of people saw all of these things, but I could not see. I was blind because I was in that dark cloud. I was in a dark area in my life to where I needed some time to think. I needed help, but people were so into them. They wanted my money. They wanted to take. They don't know how it feels. They did not know how it feels. So I decided to quit something to save my life. And when I quit it, ain't nobody couldn't take from me now because I didn't have nothing to give. I wanted to be like that for a minute because I didn't want nobody to take from me no more. I was tired of people taking from me. I was tired of people lying to me. I was tired of people coming around here and taking everything I got. That's the reason why I am the way I am now. I'm smiling, but I'm still in dark areas. My mind, it does not forget because Jesus himself don't forget. So when people were telling you, you need to forget that. No, because obviously they didn't forget when you hurt them. They didn't forget it. They didn't forget when you did things. They don't forget what you do, but they forget what they did. They forget the harsh words that they said out their mouths. They forget that. They forget that. Okay? They forget what they're saying in their mouths. They forget them, but they remember what you did to you. They remember what you did to them, but they forget what they did to you. They forget all about what they did. They put you in harm's way. They made you go through all these things. They forget all of that, right? They forget you, but remember them. And when I went to counseling, I was on that ground and I fell out and I let all my heart out. And that woman said, oh my God, she just was in total shock to where she told me, you gonna be all right. You gonna be all right, honey. You were definitely correct. We're so glad you came and got the help that you need. It seems like to me, the people that were telling you all of this was not correct. And I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. But sometimes you have to acknowledge your feelings and stop letting people tell you what you know is correct. God said it in his words. If you know it's accurate, you stand by what's accurate. But I was grieving. So anybody could take whatever they want. My soul, not just money. My soul was taken away from me. My innocence was taken away. I was dating that man, and he had me thinking that he was sincere. And I had to find out some information that I didn't want to know before we got in bed. I shouldn't even be in the bed in the first place. And my dad used to have so much faith in me about the problem with me always in the bed. And he would say, she ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna do that. And I ended up doing it. But he had faith in me. And after he died, I went back. I went back in the bed. And when I went in the bed, and I thought I was in love, and I'm trying to get the answers, and A lot of people had all different type of information for me, but I couldn't hear this because the person already took my incense. So he already had my mind click. And that's how you got to be careful when you're dating during greed, because this man had my mind glued. It was evil. It was. He had me like this in my mind. He had me like this in my mind. And I kept seeing my father. And every time I seen my father was a sign of protection, of him saying, baby, you gonna get out of this. And my dad would come in my dreams and show me leaving this man. He would literally show me, oh, you gonna go. You think you ain't gonna go, baby? You gonna leave. And it eventually, when I went to that counseling, I finally just said, I deserve so much more. It takes some time for someone to just move on from people. They'll keep taking them back until they get professional help. Until they really want the help. You have to want something. If you want it, you'll get it. Nobody can change your mind. If you're depressed, you will go for the help you need. If you're sad, you will go for the help you need. You will get help. You wouldn't care what nobody say. You will run for it. And if you sitting there and rotting, that's because you chose to rot. If you're sitting there letting people use you, that's because you chose to let them use you. Who? If you chose to let them use you. So if you're sitting there and letting people do whatever they want to do, that's because you chose to let them do whatever you want to do. That was you. If you want change, you got to go out there and get it. Change is not going to tap you on your back. You have to run for it. You have to get the help you need. You have to get the information you need. If you're that depressed, you would go get the help. You would make sure you're all right, because guess what I did? I did all things on a bus. Nobody took me nowhere. They claimed that they were going to teach me how to drive. Guess what? They did not. I was told they were going to do all these things, right? Oh, they lied. They lied. I'm sitting here working my off. I'm doing all things. That's because God was with me now. I didn't know no familiar. I didn't know what the familiar. I couldn't listen to nobody really, though, but I listened to God. Those voices in your head is God. I listened to him. I listened to what he told me to do. He told me to go to counseling. He told me to go ahead and go to counseling while my kids was in school. He told me to make sure I go to college. He told me to make sure I do this business. He told me what I needed to do to get better. He told me that. Ain't nobody helped me get here. A lot of people want to be all jealous. Well, you got this, you got. Well, what you do then to get it? What you do to get something? You want to be sitting over here jealous of what I got? What did you do to get what you at? What did you do to get where you at? Because I had to risk something to get here. Okay? So a lot of people started hating on me. A lot of people would start stabbing me. They were so irritated. It didn't matter what they did, what I did. It doesn't matter. They was going to kill me. But now, when they try now, they can't. They can't even get me. I'm too high up. I'm high. I'm too high priced. Because they thought that I was going to be low, but I can't be low for too long. See, they thought that I was going to be on the ground, but I could not be on the ground no more. See, they thought that they was going to just sit there and tease me and make fun of me. They thought that they was going to fake to be my friend. They thought God gave me a knowledge, wisdom, and understanding for a reason. They thought that I was going to be on the ground. But I had to see that. So when my income became low, I had two choices. I was already in wealth. I was already financially stable. I was actually really amazing. But I quit one and chose low. When I chose low and I walked in that one job, that was the job my daddy took me. That was the job where I felt love. That was the job where I felt appreciated. That was the job where I felt myself at. That was the job where I kept getting stabbed by love. I just getting hit. That was the job where it wasn't a job. It was my future. When I went to the high place, it was not that I didn't really see where I fit in. But when I went to the low place, I felt rich at heart. And that's why people were so jealous. They had more money than me. They had families. They had all these things. And they kept on stabbing me. And I didn't understand this. I'm like, you got family members with you. You got the support you need. I have to pay for what I need. You can go and do whatever you want. So many people were so jealous of me to where I'm like, dang, this is getting dangerous. Why? Oh, your heart is rich. If you got a rich heart, that's because you're not glued into money. You're not glued into the worldly things. You're not glued to all that crap. And that's why people didn't like me. Because I wasn't glued into that. I just wanted the better life and things. I just wanted to find a life and things. I wanted to live, not to die. I had a hope for the future. I was a superwoman. I wanted to cure people that was brokenhearted. I wanted to help people. And when people forgot about, I helped them too. I just was lost. I was like, now hold up now. You telling me all things you did for me, but wake the up. You know, I'm like, wake up. Because I helped you too. So let's not go there. Let's not go there. And so now, look at me. I'm by myself. And I'm away from all dangers. And sometimes a lot of people are scared to be alone. But I'm telling you, it is fun to be alone. You ain't got to hear all them voices. You ain't got to hear all them mean people. I always wonder why I attract the mean old people. I'm like, ugh. But see, I know I discovered, I just deal with them. I know how to deal with difficult people. But see, I don't have to deal with it. God will get them. God will help them and supply all their needs. I can't be around. I'm like, I am an alien. I be like, I'm an alien. I can't be all around. I tried. But sometimes I get out. I'm proud of myself. I'm starting to get out the house now. But for a while, I've been stuck in the house of hope. That's what I call myself. The house of hope, just sitting in the house like, I ain't go. Oh no, Only time I go out if I gotta go to the house of love is my job. I said go to my job, my house of love, and then go to the school, and that's it. Go right back on home, cause there's too much going on. So I just acknowledged myself. So when I would go to work, I just started dressing all nice and cute because everybody would always give me compliments. I loved my job. I love going up in there because it just made me feel, I mean, it's a high price store. And I said it just made me feel real good. I'm like, you know what? I love coming up in Kohl's. So I would come up into my job and have my little makeup on and just start looking all cute because I felt that way. Every time I came in there, I felt happy there. I love it there, and they knew it. My managers love me too, and I love them as well. I love the job. I loved them. I loved every single one of the coworkers there. I was so blessed because I didn't never thought I would work no register. So I was on the register for about 4 years and I was doing good. So I knew it was God with me. And I just was like, man, I Yeah, and I did drive. I did get a chance to do the drive test. And even though people were leaving, it didn't even matter no more. Nowadays, then it was so funny because I thought about my dad. He would say, don't matter what I do, people still get mad. And it was true because, man, when I let them people go, oh, you fake. You said you want to go, so leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yes, I was serious. I said, you want me out your life. There you go. Poof, there it is. Poof, there it is. You don't want to be my friend? Poof, there it is. Poof, there it is. You don't like me? Poof, there it is. Poof. I think, you know what? I can be a bit intimidating. You know, I got a knowledge of a gun in my brain. I think that's why I annoy people because I'm ignorant. That's what I think I am. I am. Sometimes I can be a big petty. I'm petty. So you want to leave? Or what? Watch this. Look, I'm gonna do a dance for you. It go like this. Poof, there it is. Poof, there it is. Okay. Poof. Okay. But yes, let me tell you, if they wanna go while you grieving, let them go. They wanna walk past you like they didn't know you. They wanna do all things, and they think you care. Like that lady said, I'll miss you, but I'll take care of myself. And then when she told me that, I said, "Girl, you don't get a shot." Cause I said, "Do you not see my color? Do you not see my color? I'm black. So we coming around here, black folks talking about something. I'll miss you, but I'll take care of myself." Boom! But I'll be doing that too, Lord. I love that part. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you should do it too. Come be petty with Quayla, the light speaker. My Quayla, the light speaker. Let's go be petty together because we gonna tell them who we are. We are who we are. And they can't change that. You can overcome anything you want to come. You can overcome it. It's not about how to get over it. How about overcoming it? How about getting yourself up and knowing that you can make it when people thought you couldn't? Because you are high. Shoot, you a $2 million person. You are worth, really honestly, our body do cost. So, we cost because we come out to the hospital with them hospital bills and they be all that money with them hospital, girl, please. So, sometimes when you leave, you lose your loved one and you really gonna miss them. But I be happy when I go, oh man, I love my dreams. I love my dreams because when I go to sleep, some people, they like, you like to dream? Yes, I do. I love to dream. Because when you go into the free world, you're free to do whatever you want to do. And then when you wake up, you're in reality. Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I'm just playing. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is what I am doing currently. Just keep on going because you're going to overcome it. You're not going to get over your loved one because you love them. You're not going to get over that death. So if somebody say, get over it, you tell them this. Now you're going to stand with me. Stand strong. And you say, my Quaver the Light Speaker told us on that YouTube channel that I'm not finna get over the death. She said, but I can overcome it. And she told me to tell you, I'll miss you, but I'll take care of myself. Just don't get shot, Bobby. Don't be getting shot because of me. Don't get shot out there with them Corvettes and chicken. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. But just let them know. Let them know. Let them know. You know what? I'm tired. Don't even go ghetto because I know me. I'm working on it because I will cuss you. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I'm outside the world and I'm on YouTube because I can be you. I can be me and say what I want to say. So let me. So like I said, me. I'ma yell at you. I'm the sweetest, beautiful. Look at me. Oh. Yeah. Tell me I will go ham on you. I will go ham on you. But I'm working on it. I'm starting to do better with not yelling. I'm starting to do so much better after I seek that counseling and got my help and ran all the world. And then people got the nerve to say, well, you think you all of that. You acting bougie. You know what? I'd rather act bougie. I ain't got nothing in the pockets yet. But you know what? I got it in my heart. I'd rather act that way than to be acting how you acting. Disrespectful and rude. And act like you ain't got no care in the world to hurt people. That's the difference. You know? Hurt people. But guess what? Ain't nobody about to hurt this one no more. Because I ran to that counseling place and that group counseling place, and they canceled my brain, and I saw all that education on that board, and I went to college, and I went to all things, and I did all I can. So ain't nobody gonna stop me. They ain't gonna stop me now. And then I'm gonna rap. I'm gonna rap the next. You know what? This next after this, we gonna rap. I got you. I'm gonna show you the new Cool Quayla. That's right. We rap. We rapping now. We doing things different. Ain't nobody gonna stop us now. Get on it. Get on the game. Let's go. E.T. said, get up. So get up, girl. Get up. Yes, I'm back. My Quayla the Life speaker is back. Now she gonna come back and she gonna rap. And you gonna hear her. You gonna be like, what? Yes, baby. Yes, baby. I am back. My Quayla the Life speaker. You won't even know. She's new and improved. Ain't nobody gonna stop her. Ain't nobody gonna use her no more. Ain't nobody gonna take from her. You think you gonna take from me? No. I know my face looks so beautiful. And you just can't take me serious. And it's okay. Because sometimes you be too serious. You need to be loosen up a little bit. Loosen that stuff up. You get all scared and do all them things. You doing too much. Get yourself together. Get up now. Get up. Bye.